Alright, what's going on, guys? It is Let's Go Disney, and we're back. And so today we're going to be talking about Disney VHS collecting and just kind of my experience and then my journey with collecting these fun VHSs over the last 5 to 10 years. And so really why I wanted to talk about this is because, you know, along the way I've had some great luck finding some harder to find VHSs and just finding some very unique gems out there. And I just wanted to start the conversation, and hopefully you guys can let me know what some of your favorite ones or harder ones to come by were. And I think it'll just be a fun little journey for everyone in the VHS collecting community, especially in the Disney VHS collecting community, to start talking about, because I'm always looking for videos because I want to hear the stories of other people who love going out and finding these tapes and then hearing their stories and all their luck and all that stuff. So let's get started, and then hopefully it'll start the ball rolling here. So first, some of my favorite ones to find always, and I've talked about this in a previous video, is the white older clamshell ones. So here is Mary Poppins and Pete's Dragon, and so just finding these when you see them at a thrift store is just so much fun, because you know it's the old ones, it's the ones that we grew up with. Here's Mickey and the Beanstalk, and then Incredible Journey. So those are just a couple of mine. I have more. Here's some more I can show you. And then I have different versions of this Mary Poppins one. And then Swiss Family Robinson is one of my favorite movies of all time. And then this one is, I think, a hidden gem. Toby Tyler is one of the greatest movies ever. My dad actually is the one that kind of turned me on to this movie, and it's incredible. It's fun. It's a fun little adventure with this guy joining the circus, kind of run away from home and joins the circus and becomes like a little star in the circus. It's kind of funny. So those are the white clamshell ones, and again, they're always hard to find, but when I find them, it's like it makes my day. Even if I just find one, like my day is made. Then also along the same lines is the black clamshell ones. So there's a couple of these. So I have a couple of Robin Hoods. And then I have a couple Pinocchios here, and so whenever I find these, like, I'm so thrilled, I'm so happy, and I can't believe it. It's like I discovered like the Holy Grail. It's incredible when I find these black clamshell ones. So I still have to find, there's one other one, I can't remember which one I'm missing, of a black clamshell that I don't have, but I think that one's really hard to find. Oh, it's the Dumbo one, I think. Yeah, I don't have that one. Okay, and then next, just to talk about some kind of unique Disney movies, would be the Studio Ghibli movies that came over from Japan. And, you know, I didn't really realize that Disney came out with these movies in the 90s, but I found Kiki's Delivery Service, Spirited Away, and then recently Castle in the Sky. Now, what's crazy is when I found these, I didn't know that they actually came out on VHS. I think I owned the Blu-rays or the DVDs before I even found them on VHS in these stores. So you can kind of imagine how excited I was or surprised I was when I stumbled upon these great movies on VHS. And they all do say Walt Disney Studios on them somewhere, or Buena Vista. So that's fantastic. So these are really hard to come by. I've only come by, I think Kiki's is maybe the most common out of these, because I've only found these two, and then I think I've found 4 of these in my hunting. And again, I'm going pretty consistently to thrift stores over the last 5 to 10 years, and I've only come by these once. So that's kind of crazy. And then these I've never found at any thrift stores. I was at a kind of a thrift, or it's tough to explain. It's kind of a thrift store market that's only out on Saturdays, and I found both these. They're Walt Disney Paddington Bear movies, and these are hard to come by. And they're hybrid live action and cartoons. So there's a whole set of 5 of these movies, but the clamshells are really cool because it's like the old school like white clamshells, the hard ones. Okay, so then what's kind of fun is finding like unique, cause like, you know, you always find the same Masterpiece Collection VHSs and all the Black Diamond ones, and there are more harder ones to find or rare ones to find at thrift stores and Goodwills. But what's kind of unique is when you find a non-clamshell movie that's kind of uncommon. And these, I think, are kind of hard to come by. These non-clamshell, like Brave Little Toaster, The Atlantis, Milo's Returns, and then this Bambi Special Edition. Because again, I've only found these once in my 5 to 10 years of going out there and looking for Disney movies. Okay. Then, the other things I like to look for sometimes are like the holiday special edition ones that come out occasionally. And I have a bunch of these. Okay. So, we have Boo Busters here. Legend of the Sleepy Hollow. Jiminy Cricket's Christmas. This is an older one. And then this one is probably one of the most valuable ones I own, the Legend of the Sleepy Hollow. Really cool, really neat condition. And oh, this one is even more rare, actually harder to find. This Scary Tales, and again, this one's like mint. And then Disney A Christmas Gift. It's vintage goodness right there. Okay. Alright, and then some kind of unique ones here. So, my wife loves Mulan, and so this one you can find all day at any Goodwill or secondhand store. It's the Masterpiece Collection. The two that were really hard to find were the Gold Collection and the Special Edition. And so we recently found those and were thrilled, and we couldn't believe it because we were looking for these movies for years. And then also, finding like movies that you never knew were released. So we, The Rescuers here, the Masterpiece Collection, and then some just random late release Rescuers that has really no addition to it. It's kind of unique, and that's came out in 2003, I think, is what the ink label said on that. And then just finding really old. These aren't necessarily Disney, but now they are, I guess. This is the original releases of Star Wars. And these are the original theatrical releases, the way they were without, over editing. So it was fun to find those, and I'm going to watch them and kind of see what they're all about. And then what else was fun when you get home is to kind of look up on YouTube or eBay just to see the values or see what else people are finding. And everyone seems to have a tough time finding the Black Diamond Sleeping Beauty. And for whatever reason, we've had like the best luck in the world finding these movies. We have a stack. This isn't all of them. I'm kind of embarrassed to show you this, but this is a stack of our Black Diamond Sleeping Beauties that we've just stumbled upon. And again, every time we see one, we buy one, because either we want to swap with friends or just give them away to people who need them, because everyone says how hard they are to find, and they are kind of challenging to find at times. The thing that's crazy, and again, people get into like release dates and what the sticker labels say and all that fun stuff on the VHSs here, is all of my Sleeping Beauties have basically the same print label here. They all come with different actual tapes and stuff like that, but for the most part it all has that same logo, except out of all those, I don't know if that makes this one like more rare, but it has that black, and I don't know what that means, but I thought that was awesome that all of them have it but this one. So I'm guessing that this one's harder to find because it has that. But anyway, so that's that. And then promotional videos are always fun to find. I found these in these like crazy bins at a Salvation Army where they just throw all this junk into one bin, and I'm like digging through, and all of a sudden I stumbled upon these movies, and they were just all the promotional videos for, I think they were like 96 through 94 maybe, of the Disney vacations, so you can plan your vacation. Okay, and then just some really kind of off the wall stuff is like finding stuff like this. This is like Stories and Fables, Walt Disney Presents. Again, I don't see these in too many videos. And then really old, I don't know how old these are, but The Importance of Being Donald Duck, and like The Tale of Two Chipmunks. So anyway, that'll do it, guys. Again, I just hope that this kind of gets the conversation started, and so we can start talking about just all of our fun finds and what we're looking for when we're out there. And again, I live in Pennsylvania, so I think we've had pretty good luck finding all these good VHSs over the last couple of years. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.